Hello Internet, I wanted to introduce my mobile app which can help you organize your bank accounts and prevent overdrafts. It's called MyChecks, and you can find this on the Play Store for Android phones or tablets. The app works as a spreadsheet that can quickly record transactions that originate from checks, point of sales, internet purchases, transfers, bill pay, etc. The benefits of using this app include quick data entry, account reconciling, balancing, research, and programmable buttons to help keep your accounts from overdrawing. No internet connection is needed to use this app because it keeps your data safe on a database within your device. To illustrate how MyChecks can be useful for preventing overdrafts, let me present a scenario which I have experienced that gave me the inspiration for creating this app. I think it is safe to say that most of us don't carry a lot of cash on hand. We use debit cards or credit cards. This video will illustrate what can happen when using a debit card. Let's say you start with $100 on your account. You go to an ATM and get $40 in cash. Your bank now has a balance of $60. Then you get a little bit of gas, $45 worth, and your balance is now $15. You're ready to finish your day with some friends at a restaurant and you spend $14.50 on food. You fill out your check at the restaurant and add a $3 tip. Later that night, when you check your bank balance, you see that you have 50 cents, so you think you're good. But when all your transactions are hard posted after midnight at your bank, you'll notice that your balance is now below zero. That's because the tip for $3 was finally entered into your bank's balance. So when you get up on Tuesday morning, you will see a negative $2.50. Now some banks will let you cover that balance the next day, which is great. But if they don't, or if you don't take any action until Wednesday, you could see a hefty overdraft fee on your account. Here's how MyChecks can help prevent that scenario. First, download it from the Play Store, MyChecks, or if you would like to use the free version, just install NChecks. This app starts with 8 separate spreadsheets which can be used for 8 separate accounts. Each of these spreadsheets can have custom names. For now, we will choose File 5. Here we see a spreadsheet menu with lots of commands. In this demonstration, we will be using the same dollar amounts as seen in our scenario. We begin with a balance screen, setting a beginning balance of $100. A number pad will appear on the screen and you'll simply enter 10000 with no decimal. When you're finished, just press save and your balance is stored at the top of the spreadsheet. You will also see $100 at the bottom of your spreadsheet. As you enter transactions into MyChecks, you will see the balance at the bottom change, keeping an accurate running balance. We can now add debit transactions to track where our money is going. The best practice for tracking transactions is to keep a printed receipt of each transaction, then update MyChecks whenever it's convenient, maybe once or twice a day. We start from our main spreadsheet menu by pressing Line CMD, or the Line Command button, which opens another menu of commands. Now we see many more spreadsheet commands used to maintain your data. To enter new information, we use the Insert command. We have 2 dates to record in our spreadsheet. The first date is our tran date or transaction date. To set this, we can press the month, day, year button at the bottom of this column. Now we see a date pick pop-up screen where we choose the current date, Monday, June 13th, 2022. Then click OK. Now you see June 13th at the bottom of your tran date column. Choose this as your input to proceed to the next column. Setting your post date can be skipped because the transactions haven't posted to your bank yet. We'll get to that later. Now choose the type. For an ATM transaction, just choose ATM. Within MyChecks, you can customize this drop-down to be a specific ATM address. We will demonstrate how to customize buttons in a later lesson. But keep in mind, while MyChecks can customize buttons, the free NChecks app does not allow users to customize button definitions, and you would have to use the custom input button in the drop-down list to type in your address. For now, we will choose 101 East Main Street. DESC2, or Description 2, is just more text that you could add for your transaction. For now, press the Advance button. For the slip column, you already have the receipt. Either choose Yes or choose the last cell, which is blank. At this point, you would mark your receipt with a check mark so you won't have to record that receipt again. The next column is the amount. You won't see a label in this column because the account balance will be displayed at the top. Our goal today is to record debits under that balance, so we enter $40. When you're finished, press the Enter $sign button at the top of your screen. Now you have your first transaction in your spreadsheet. Notice below that your available balance, or total here balance, is $60. As you enter more transactions to your spreadsheet, you will see this total here field change, giving you your actual available balance. The next transaction is $45 of gas. Select line and press Insert. The transaction date is already set to June 13, 2022. If we wanted to choose another date, press the date at the top of the screen to pick a different date. For now, pick June 13, 2022 at the bottom. Again, we skip post date. For type, choose POS, which means point of sale. For description 1, we don't see a button for gas, so choose the custom button and type the word gas. For slip, just choose blank. Amount will be $45. Now the balance at the bottom of the screen shows $15 remaining. Now we enter the restaurant bill. We insert a third line, pick the same tran date, skip the posting date, choose point of sale, and now we can choose dine-in restaurant. Skip description 2 field and put a check mark on your slip and select blank in the slip column to move forward and enter $14.50. Now you see only 50 cents remaining at the bottom. Remember the $3 tip and how this tip brought the balance below zero? With MyChecks, you can now catch this before it's too late. Here's how it works. By adding one more line to the spreadsheet, you can include your tip. Insert a line at the bottom, choose the current date, skip posting date, choose POS, and then custom input to put in the word TIP, or tip. Skip description 2, and skip the slip field and enter $3. Watch the bottom of your screen as we press Enter $sign. Now it shows a negative $2.50. By recognizing this negative amount early, you can cover your funds with a balance transfer from another bank account through your internet banking or mobile app. Let's cover that negative balance with a $10 transfer. Insert a line, pick tran date, skip the posting date. Now choose XFR or transfer. Now your drop-down list shows several choices between accounts. Since we have more money in checking 2, choose checking 2 to checking 1. Enter a description like need more money. Choose blank for slip and enter $10. Notice the number pad automatically knows to put a plus sign in front of the amount because this is crediting checking 1. Now watch the balance at the bottom. When we press Enter $sign, the amount at the bottom is positive again with $7.50. And while we have the mobile app open, we can flag lines in our spreadsheet that the bank has received the transactions. This is accomplished by putting the word ready in the post date column. Watch how fast we can update the spreadsheet with the ready command. Notice that the 5 lines listed, all but one line is flagged as ready. This is because the bank has not received the tip amount of $3. When this $3 tip arrives at the bank, we will not overdraw. One last step remains to fully record your transactions. On the following morning, you can record those transactions which hard posted at your bank. This is accomplished by changing the word ready in the post date column to the actual posted date at your bank and moving the transaction amount to the right as the posted amount. We will also find that the $3 tip amount will post with your bank, and we will want to record that as well in your spreadsheet. Here's how it works. First, we need to establish a post date on the second line. Click the MMDDYY for posting date and change the date. Pick the correct posting date, then click OK, and your post date is stored. Then, for each line, we use the posted command to update our records. Watch as you see these commands change the contents of the post date column from ready to the real post date, and the transaction amount moves to the right into the posted amount column. For each posted transaction we see for June 13, 2022, we will mark as posted transactions in the spreadsheet. Now all 5 lines are posted in the spreadsheet, and you will notice that every transaction amount under the beginning balance of $100 is 0, causing the ending balance to also become $100. To finish updating this spreadsheet, we need to refresh the beginning balance with the bank's new current ledger balance. We do this by pressing Return to the previous menu screen and pressing the Balance button. From here, we can delete and re-enter the new ledger balance. We will update this to $7.50. After this is saved, then MyChecks will accurately reflect the balance and your spreadsheet will be in sync with your bank. There are many advantages to using MyChecks. We can retain up to 1 million lines for each spreadsheet. This allows us to keep records for more years of history than the bank retains. For example, if you had 50 transactions every day, you could retain your records for 80 years. I want to thank you for watching my video. I will have future video lessons to explore the research command where we can store queries on our data and allow us to find or list specific transactions in seconds.